You already know, Justin Leon, Leon. You already know, no. Yeah, so just dropped the video, but I figured I'd drop 1090 Jake snitching allegations. Ooh, let's get the white gang member up out of here. He finally snitched. Now I'm gonna give my opinion on it. 1090 Jake, since I listened to the whole thing. Now, number one, if you haven't been to prison, or I guess even jail, and you don't know the whole story, they're trying to say that his grievance was snitching. Some people grievance, you can't snitch in jail. A grievance, if you don't know what a grievance is when you got holes in your stuff and they're not, you're writing requests to property, clothing exchange. They're not, no, they're not giving you no new clothes. You're walking around with holes in your socks. And all right, I'm gonna write a grievance so that way there's some paperwork, so that way you're fighting it. Grievance is the only way that you can. Pretty much, grievances are made to fight the facility, to say that the facility is doing something wrong. If a CO comes in and freaking pees on your floor or something like that, and pees on your clothes, you might write a grievance on that CO. If you know what I mean, they don't allow you food or something like that, you might write a grievance. It's a paper trail. What they're saying in his thing is he wrote a grievance, and if you're reading this, you're gonna hear his story. You're gonna have to go to Remy's live, Remy from No Jumper, and see they dropped a video. They went live about it, but this is my opinion. 1090 Jake didn't snitch. One, the inmate, yeah. I mean, me personally, I mean, the way you gotta look at it, like I just told you what a grievance is. It's not a statement. It's a grievance. You're grieving something. You're saying, hey, this is wrong. And what he did is he wrote a grievance. He stated now he got hit with a lock or a brick in a sock or whatever. 4 people went to the hole. 2 of them got beat up by COs. And they all got hit with 120 days. Now, he's getting 120 days for getting mollywopped, for getting stitches in the back of his head. He didn't hit nobody. The dude that fired on him did it right in front of his CO, which is like how they said that's a gangster check-in. You wanted one, that means you didn't want to fight him. But again, I guess prison in Florida, number one, there's not a lot of fair fights. There's a lot of stabbings or whatever, if you know anything about 1090 Jake. But you do anything in front of a CO, blatant, they'll call it a gangster check-in. You know what I mean? People that are scared to fight, especially in my county, because my county is like you don't see it, like it's not like prison and stuff like that. But like around here, like people will just start yelling in front of the CO station and stuff like that, and they'll say tell you to suck my and all that stuff. Because one, now mind you, you can go up and fire on him and fight right there, but he did all that stuff so that way, even if you do want to retaliate right then and there, you're going to the box. You might get a swing off before the turtles come in and before they hit that little button and your face is smashed on the floor because 7, 8 COs came in because this dude wanted to be hot right in front of COs. So, whatever. So the dude did it right in front of the COs or whatever. 4 people go to the box. 1090 Jake didn't do anything wrong. Gets 120 days for getting smashed on. The CO said that he had done something to somebody else. Another person that got injured, which he didn't, so the CO lied on him. And then also the COs beat 2 of the 4 people. You know what I mean? They went in there and, like, in some places in prison and county jails, COs will whoop the F out of you. You know what I mean? And so when he wrote his grievance to try to get out of the box early, now mind you, the dude that fired on him did it right in front of his CO. But he wrote down, you know, right from his report, this dude fired on me. I didn't do anything back. We're in the box. The CO lied on me. On top of that, the CO beat up these two inmates, this, that, and the third. He's filing. He was just trying to get out of the box. Who wants to do 120 days in the box? And you didn't even get to fire off on anybody. He didn't even get his get back. I would have been tight. Well, he ended up doing, I guess, like 210 days in the box. But if you go, like I said, it's Remy from No Jumper. He went live. Go listen to it. But what I'm saying is, no one knows me. I'm nobody. But hey, maybe I'll get some traction off of 1090 Jake's name. Matter of fact, I would love to do something with 1090 Jake, because we're kind of similar. You know what I mean? He's a white blood. I'm a white Latin king. So I kind of go through some of the same things. But white, especially in Massachusetts, it's widely more accepted than being a white blood. Because I guess that's for a whole nother video. But you know what I mean? You could be Italian, Trinidadian. You could just a bunch of stuff. How you can be a Latin king and not be just Spanish or Puerto Rican or whatever. But yeah, dude, he was trying to get out the box. There wasn't no snitching. They already all got their time. It's not like he was. I mean, yeah, he put the name in, but if you're writing a grievance, say the person reading that grievance that's going to decide if you get out the box doesn't have that report right in front of you. What are you going to be like? I'm here because I did nothing wrong? No, I got fired on. Here's my report. I'm going to write right from the report. You know, this is the CO's report. He copied down a report. Such and so fired on me. We went to the box. The CO said I fired off on this person. I didn't do that. There's going to be no video of that. This CO's lying on me, this and that. He was writing a grievance against some COs. He didn't snitch. So that's me stamping it. You already know. Like I said, people are saying like, oh, any grievance, this and that. Now, my personal opinion, yeah, you can snitch in a grievance too. You can, I mean, people in prison and county, they can write a grievance and drop that slip. But just because you write a grievance doesn't mean it's not a statement. I'm not saying you can't turn it out to that. But if you actually listen to it, man, of course it's going to be the biggest thing because 1090 Jake is pulling people's cards left and right. Number one, they want to get him out of here. Dude's making millions off of YouTube. He's a white blood culture vulture. Like, he's writing about, like, I hate that anybody white in anything that's making a little bit of culture vulture. No one that does music, they don't care about white people buying their music. And what? Because he's pulling people's paperwork. He's not just pulling rappers' paperwork. It's rappers, scammers, YouTube influencers, and all that stuff. It's like they just hating on the man because he's getting bread, man. But if you go watch that live and actually listen, it's not snitching. Just because it's a grievance doesn't make it snitching. What he did, I don't see anything wrong with it. That's me. So, is what it is. You already know, Justin Leon. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, please. I'm gonna start dropping content every day. If you watch some of my other stuff, like I want to get into this YouTube stuff. Right now, I'm fighting a case and all that. I got a lot of time I'm just sitting on my hands, going through a lot of things. Like my whole family's dead, so I got some time on hands. So like, please subscribe. If you drop a comment, I promise to respond. And if you like what you hear and want to help, like I said, I'm gonna have to do it off of my phone. I just was going to start getting to use my laptop, but funds is low and my Wi-Fi shut off, so everything's going to have to go off of the phone for now. But if you want to help support, my Cash App is $ JustinLeon423. Thank you. Peace.